How's it going, all you beautiful people? I want to talk a little bit about Ascended Heroes today and just the prices of Ascended Heroes because I feel like it's just crazy at this point. And I know that the Pokemon market is booming. I know that every single product is going up in price, but Ascended Heroes especially is just so interesting because it came out earlier this year, so it's only been a couple of months, and the prices are just outrageous. They're at prices that it typically takes sets 1.5 years, 2 years to hit. And I'm talking good sets. Like the prices of Ascended Heroes are mirroring Prismatic Evolutions now. And Prismatic Evolutions came out about a year before Ascended Heroes, which means that it's going to go out of rotation about a year before Ascended Heroes. But even with that, it doesn't really matter because the price of Ascended Heroes, they're just crazy. Like the booster pack of Ascended Heroes is $13.50. The booster bundle of Ascended Heroes is almost $90. The ETB of Ascended Heroes is about $180. And the Pokemon Center Ascended Heroes ETB is over $500. And those numbers are just crazy because, like I said, the set isn't that old. And I know Ascended Heroes had this wave to release where Pokemon, probably because they didn't have the printing capabilities, released Ascended Heroes in waves. They started with the 3-pack, and it was supposed to be the 2-pack, but the 2-pack got delayed, and then every month after January they released another product. So there hasn't been that much product on the market, and every time Ascended Heroes product dropped, everyone wants it. It didn't help that Perfect Order came out and no one wanted Perfect Order, or I'm not saying no one, but a lot more people wanted Ascended Heroes. So it didn't help that a set after the Ascended Heroes isn't the most popular set out there, because if Perfect Order was a very sought after set, I do think it would take some pressure off of Ascended Heroes, but because Perfect Order isn't that popular of a set, Ascended Heroes has just been going crazy. I mean, the prices speak for itself. And typically when a new set does come out, there is a dip usually. Usually when it first comes out, it spikes a little, but after people get into the product about a week or two, a little later, the product will typically drop in price. Singles will typically drop in price. But Ascended Heroes, there was a little bit of a drop in the beginning, but ever since then, it's just been going up and up. And it's just crazy because the price of Ascended Heroes mirrors Prismatic Evolutions, which is another really good set. But Prismatic Evolutions came out about a year before Ascended Heroes. It's just crazy seeing the price of Ascended Heroes, and I just want to talk a little bit about it because I really don't know what's going to happen at this point. I feel like the Pokemon market has been evolving, and you can use past trends to talk about future ones, but you can't always do that because the Pokemon market does change, the environment does change. And I do think that the one thing that has changed the most in the last couple of years that I've been back in the Pokemon hobby, and when I first came back in the Pokemon hobby, this goes hand in hand with what I'm going to talk about, the change. When I first came back into the Pokemon hobby a couple of years ago, it was in the era where Pokemon products are just sitting on shelves. You can go to any online store, you can go on TikTok Shop, that's when TikTok Shop was trying to promote itself, and get ETBs for $30. You can get booster boxes for $100. You can get a lot of these products in great quantity for cheaper than MSRP. So that's kind of the environment that I came back in. And through time, products slowly got harder and harder to get. But I will say ever since that I came back, the biggest difference is currently product is by far the hardest to get. It's just so hard to get. I feel like I was able to get product even just a year ago, and not a lot of product, but I would be able to go out, get some product here and there. But I feel like these days, to get the good stuff, to get the popular things like Ascended Heroes ETBs, Ascended Hero booster bundles, you got to be in all these groups. You got to be in notification groups. You got to know people who go to constant drops. You got to get notified when something gets dropped. And even when something's about to get dropped, if you're not there within the next 15, 20 minutes, you're probably not going to get the good stuff. And that's the biggest difference in this market. It's the fact that I don't even know. I think it's a combination. One, there's a lot of money in Pokemon right now. So do I blame people? No, I really don't. Like, if you're able to make some money from Pokemon, I do understand why people are doing it, why people are going out of their way, even if they don't care about Pokemon, which, I mean, I don't think that's okay. I do think that if you're going to be in the Pokemon hobby, you should at least, at the bare minimum, enjoy Pokemon. But I do understand that when money's involved in this world, there's going to be a lot of people that come in because of the money. And I just understand that that's just the reality of the world. Like it doesn't even have to be Pokemon, it can be anything in the world. If there's money involved and there's a way to make money and it's not too hard and accessible to everyone, people will come in and try to make that money. So I do understand that there's that population of people where because I mean, it's just crazy. You get a Ascended Heroes ETB for $50 for MSRP. I mean, even Target, their MSRP is $60, and then after tax, what, $65. You can sell for $180. I mean, that the profit is crazy. That's more than what, working a whole day of minimum wage. It's just crazy the profits that you can make right now. And because of that, I do understand that there's a lot of people coming in because of the profits. Do I think it's right? I mean, I do think you should at least like Pokemon. Like if you weren't in the hobby before, if you're not opening packs for yourself, or if you don't enjoy the collecting aspect, I mean, that's what Pokemon is. I mean, I do think that it is a collectible, so you should enjoy collecting. But at the same time, I understand that people are coming in because of the money. And also, I feel like there's a big surge of demand right now. And I think it's just coming because of various reasons. One, I think that obviously the money aspect of a lot of things going up, and when things going up, it brings a lot of attention because people will see these massive sales. They'll see that the cars that they own when they're kids are worth a lot more. So they'll be like, oh, I used to have that, or I have that somewhere. Or what's happening with Pokemon? Like, I remember having these cars back then, they're worth that much now. So there's that aspect. But at the same time, I feel like there's just a lot of new collectors coming in. Like, people are looking for hobbies, and not just Pokemon, but people are always looking for new hobbies, and Pokemon's just a lot of fun. Like, for example, if I take a person that I don't know to a card show and they don't really know too much about Pokemon, I'm sure they would enjoy it if they like socializing with people, if they like seeing cute stuff, cute cards or cool cards or whatever type of cards they're trying to look for. I mean, it's a cool experience. It's a fun experience. There's a lot of people in this hobby, and it does make it fun because there's a lot of people in this hobby. So there's a lot of new people entering. And then because of this huge surge of people that are coming in for the money aspect, for the fun aspect, to find a new hobby, because they want to start collecting again. I mean, I've vended at various card shows this year. The amount of people that have come to my table and said, I came back to Pokemon this year, it's a good amount of people. And it hasn't been that long this year. Or a lot of people that are like, this is my first card show, or I started collecting Pokemon 2 weeks ago. It's kind of crazy because that just shows the demand that's rising from this. And it doesn't help that a lot of celebrities, a lot of well-known people are opening Pokemon packs during their concert. They're talking about Pokemon packs in a random video. A lot of athletes are even making Pokemon opening pages or opening Pokemon cards on video and posting it. So it's bringing a lot of publicity. So there's just a lot of surge of people coming in. And because of that, we're seeing the effect of the prices going up. And one thing about the prices going up is the prices don't go up for no reason. And I do think that there is a market price for a reason. I think it's so funny sometimes when I go online and I see people selling Ascended Heroes ETB for $150, and then they'll note that on TCG Player it's $180. And sometimes I'll just click on it just out of curiosity. And there's just a lot of people that are like, why are you selling for $50? I'll buy it for $60 plus tax because that's probably what you got it from Target. No, that's not how it works. Like, if someone wants to sell me Ascended Hero ETBs for $60 plus tax, I'll buy them all. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in this world that would buy it all too, because it's just that hard to get. It's a simple supply and demand thing. If people didn't want to pay $180 for Ascended Heroes ETB, it wouldn't be that price because no one would buy for that price, and then prices will drop, people will undercut each other. But it's $180 for a reason, because that's the market price. That's the price where supply and demand kind of meet, where people are willing to buy it at that price, people are willing to sell it at that price. So that's just the market price. But Ascended Heroes is going crazy. It's just, I don't really know what to say about it, and I'm so curious to see what's going to happen to Ascended Heroes in the next couple of months to finish the year. Like, will it go even higher? It'll be crazy to see Ascended Heroes ETBs go over $200 a couple months after release. That's just crazy. I mean, I don't know ever since I came back in the Pokemon hobby, that's never happened. A $200 ETB only, the ETB came out 2 months ago or something like that. 2 months after an ETB gets released, it's over $200, or 3 months. Let's say it happens in a month from now. That's just crazy. But let me know what you think about the overall Pokemon market. Let me know what you think about anything that I've said. Let me know if you agree with anything I say, disagree with whatever I say. Like at the end of the day, a lot of this is just my opinions following the market. But I do like hearing other opinions, which is I think it is important. It's important to form your own opinions, but it's also important to listen to others because you're not always going to be right. People will have different perspective on stuff. People will be in this hobby and see different angles of stuff. So I always like to hear what other people have to say. But let me know in the comments if you have any comments, any questions, any just thoughts, because I do like to read them. I respond to all comments. And if you've watched it this far, I really appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. It means a lot that people will watch a 10-minute video of me just talking about the Pokemon hobby. But yeah, I really appreciate it. So if you're up until this far, follow me on my social medias. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube because that's the first step you need to get the partner program on YouTube. I'm kind of far away. I'm 30 or something, but I'll keep making videos until I get there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Everything's TCG Collectors House. Drop a comment, drop an upvote, drop a like. It really does help with the algorithm. But most importantly, I just appreciate you watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you next time.